threat intelligence sources. Okay. Now, threat research basically is a counterintelligence gathering effort in which the security companies and the researchers attempt to discover the tactics, techniques, and the procedures of the modern cyber adversaries or the attackers. Okay, and there are many companies and the academic institutions engaged in primary cybersecurity research. Okay, the security solution providers with the firewall or the anti-malware platform derive a lot of data from their own customers' networks. Okay, and as they assist the customers with the cybersecurity operations, they are able to analyze and publicize the tactics, techniques, and the procedures and their indicators. Okay, and these organizations also operate, honeypots to try to observe that how the hackers interact with the vulnerable systems. Okay, the another primary source you can say of the threat intelligence is the dark web. Okay, or you can say the deep web. Okay, the deep web is any part of the world wide web that is not indexed by the search engine. Okay, it includes the pages that require the registration, the pages that block the search indexing, unlinked pages, pages using the non-standard DNS, or the content encoded in a non-standard manner. Okay, so the dark net is a network that is established as an overlay to the internet infrastructure by the software like Tor, the Onion router, okay, or the Freenet or I2P. Okay, that basically acts to anonymize the usage and prevent a third party from knowing about the existence of a network or analyzing any activity taking place over the network. Okay, onion routing basically use multiple layers of encryption and relays between the nodes to achieve the anonymity. And the dark web is there. The sites, the contents, the services accessible only over a dark net, while there are dark web search engines. Many sites are hidden from them. Access to dark website via its URL is oftenly available via a bulletin board or word of mouth. Okay, like the hidden wiki. Okay, the hiddenwiki.org, something like that. Okay, if you go to, first you need to connect to the Tor, then you need to go for the hidden wiki, and then the search engine is DuckDuckGo. Okay. Then there are the threat intelligence providers. Now, whatever you want to look for a threat, okay, whatever, you can search on the darknet and the dark web. Okay, as the primary source. Okay, one way. Another, you have the academic researchers over there. You have the honeypots over there. Okay, you can have your honeypot system. Okay, you can have your own honeypot server within the organization to see that how the attackers are interacting with the vulnerable systems. Okay, you can analyze the attacks, you can perform the attack and then analyze that what exactly is being done and how it is being done. All right, so these are some of the research sources that if you want to go and implement these things within your organization for your benefit. Okay, if you want to do research on your own, okay, you can look for these researches, these sources basically. Okay, now if you do not want to go for that, okay, you can leverage the threat intelligence providers, the information from the threat intelligence providers. Okay, the output from the primary research undertaken by security solution providers and the academics can take three main forms of it. Okay, behavioral threat research, reputational threat intelligence, and the threat data. Okay. Now, behavioral threat research is your narrative commentary that describes examples of the attacks and the TTPs gathered through primary research sources. Okay, narrative analysis and commentary. That is the behavioral threat research. Reputational threat intelligence, okay, that's basically the list of IP addresses and the domain associated with the malicious behavior or the signature of known file-based malware. On the virus total, you'll get that. Okay. On MX Toolbox, if you have any URL with you, if you have any IP address with you, you can search for that on the MX Toolbox IP reputation block, so that you will be getting that, okay, the IP address is in the blacklisted IP addresses, or the domain name in the blacklisted domain addresses or not. Okay. Then there is the threat data. Okay, the computer data that can correlate the events observed on a computer's own network and logs with the known TTPs and the threat actor indicators. Okay, threat data can be packaged as the feeds that integrate with the security information and event management platform. And these feeds are usually described as the CTI, that is Cyber Threat Intelligence. Okay, CTI data. The data on its own is not complete security solution. Okay, and to produce the actionable intelligence, the threat data must be correlated with the observed data from the customer network. Okay, and this type of analysis is powered by AI, artificial intelligence features of the SIEM solutions, SIEM. Okay. Then threat intelligence platforms and feeds are supplied as one of the three different commercial models. First is closed and proprietary. Okay. Then is your vendor websites. Then is your open source intelligence. Okay, vendor websites. This public and private goes for vendor websites. Okay. So the closed and proprietary, the threat research and the CTI data is made available as a paid subscription to a commercial threat intelligence platform, the TIP. Okay, the solution provider, the security solution provider will also make the most valuable research available early to the platform subscribers in the form of the blocks. Okay, like you have FireEye, you have IBM Exchange, X-Force Exchange. Okay, I can remember of these two. The recorded future is also one of them. Okay. Then you have the vendor websites. Okay. Now, proprietary threat intelligence is not always provided at cost. All the types of security hardware and the software vendor make huge amount of threat research available via their websites as a general benefit to their customers. Okay. Like you have the Microsoft Security Intelligence block. Okay. For public and private information sharing centers are there, like information sharing and analysis centers. ISACs are there. Okay. That have been set up to share the threat intelligence and promote the best practices. Okay. And these, ISACs are sector-specific resources for the companies and the agencies working in critical industries. Like for power supply, there is different. For financial market, there is different. For aviation, there is different. For health, there is different. Okay. Then it comes to the open source intelligence threat data sources. Open source intelligence is OSINT, where some companies operate the threat intelligence services on open source basis. Okay, earning the income from consultancy rather than directly from the platform or research efforts. Okay, like VirusTotal is one of them. Your AT&T security is there. Okay, the Alien Vault Open Threat Exchange was there. Okay, now it is known as the AT&T security. It is owned by them. Okay, you can use that. Okay, that is OSINT. Okay, then